We're disappointed, but we can't say we're surprised. DC's Superman is just around the corner, and there's no way Henry Cavill would have stuck around for his role in The Witcher. The man had to make a choice, and he did. To some people's absolute dismay, Hemsworth will now be replacing Cavill in the show. It really can't be that bad. Today, we'll look at how we can still hope for better days for The Witcher. First off, Henry really helped develop Geralt's character. We know that you've all gotten super attached to the big, bulky Cavill playing Geralt in the show. That being said, it really isn't a big of a deal for him to get replaced. He's been playing the White Wolf ever since the show first came out in 2019. Following the books by Sapkowski, we see him go through the character's adventures so easily. The character truly comes very naturally to the actor, but that's where the good news is. He's left this role after having developed it pretty much entirely, to the point where we all know of Geralt's traits, likes, and dislikes. We even know his type in women. It seems pretty possible that Hemsworth might pick the character up and take it to an entirely new level. He's proven in the past that he is an exceptional actor, and there are plenty of stories left to cover in the series. Ciri and Yennefer's journeys have barely even started yet, and they could lift the brand new actor's spirits. There are great chances that Geralt may not get to be on the front lines of the show as much while Liam tries to settle into his role. On the other hand, there are chances that a version of the character might emerge. Sure, we know that the actors have changed, but the character could transform itself to swiftly adapt to the new actor playing him as well. Up next, the character is strong enough to survive this shift. Geralt of Rivia is a character that has existed for a long while, way before the show even came out. We got to see the character in the books and the games, and we have loved him ever since. What's more is that there have been several versions of him over the last years, and Henry's version is just one of them. Look, guys, if we're really gonna go into this with an open mind, Liam's version is just another one that we can welcome. Who knows? Maybe we like his rendition and it'll turn out way better than the current one. After all, it all comes down to how well the new actor understands the books, the characters, and the philosophies behind them. This is truly important because Henry has been a fanboy for a very long time. Even before he took on the role, he had always been invested in the books and was entirely dedicated to them. He would follow the books almost religiously when trying to play the role, which is what Liam could do and pretty much succeed in. The future of The Witcher involves a long 7-season plan, and with 4 seasons remaining, Hemsworth could properly establish himself in the show. After a season 2, people may even forget the distinction between the two actors playing the same role. Following up, the new actor is pretty capable of doing the role justice. Looking into all the films that he's been a part of before, our doubts almost disappear, and there's no way we can disregard his legendary performance in The Hunger Games. And since it was a franchise that he stuck to for a long time, we can at least get rid of our worries about another actor leaving us hanging. If you're worried about him capturing the dark, vicious side of the character accurately, we can look at his role in The Expendables 2 and Independence Day: Resurgence. He has been playing action roles fighting non-human entities as well. His unique outlook on all the action movie characters that he's played so far may take the character into an entirely different place, and not in a bad way. Geralt is a very three-dimensional character, and being the life of the show, we cannot imagine the pressure Liam is under right now. If worse comes to worse, he can always take some quality advice from Chris since he plays Thor. The similarities between Thor and Geralt's habits as well as physique almost confirm that Liam was destined for this role. Regardless, we know that there's no lack of experience when it comes to the actor. He knows what he's gotten himself into. We can sit back and rest while we wait for him to prove himself on screen eventually when the next season comes out. Now moving on to the fan sadness over Cavill leaving his role. To start off, the pain is real. The news of Henry leaving his role in The Witcher was met with a wave of sad and crying emojis all over social media. Over the last 3 years, we have all gotten obsessed with the show, mostly thanks to the actor's flawless portrayal of Geralt. His intimidating presence has made women melt in front of their screens. The rest, according to our best guesses, just wanted to be more like him. The news came to us only a couple of days ago, on the 29th of October, which is why none of us saw it coming. It hit even harder because of how sudden his departure was, as he took to social media websites to announce that Liam Hemsworth will be taking over the role in his place. It probably probably all leads to the saddening flashbacks of his dedication to the role, as he managed to pull it off so seamlessly thanks to being a die-hard fan of the franchise. After his announcement, people started wondering what could have caused his abrupt departure from the role. We've made a solid guess that the actor's return as DC's Superman may have gotten him too busy to take out time for the show. In the end, his role in The Witcher probably had to be left behind for his other, bigger commitments. Moving on, how did fans respond? As soon as the news came out, our Twitter feed was full of fans who had been freshly hit by this tragedy. They had a lot to say about what they were feeling, and it was honestly entertaining to go through what everybody thought. A meme based on the situation managed to hit many likes, where it was shown that the fans of the books, games, and the show would all agree on one thing: the show is now ruined forever. Many others wanted to make it clear that they had no hard feelings for Liam, but that they would not wish to see the show anymore if Henry wasn't playing Geralt. Fans commended his understanding and commitment to his role, which they feel would remain unmatched no matter who tried to replace him. A hilarious meme displaying a Toy Story scene to portray Cavill dropping his role in The Witcher for Superman also came up in the fan reactions. On the other hand, many fans weren't surprised at the possibility that the actor dropped his role in The Witcher for Superman. Being a character that is entirely loved and cherished all over the world, it was the obvious choice to choose Superman. Some people dramatically announced that they will not be continuing with the show past season 3. Fans do understand why the show went for Hemsworth as a replacement, but they're angry at circumstances that were in nobody's hands. In the end, most fans believe that they should have halted the show if Henry wasn't returning to his role. Finally, how will Hemsworth survive the show? It's one thing to be a replacement for another actor, but it's a whole other thing if your new role to be so deeply opposed by the audience. Before even giving the guy a chance, fans have already decided that they won't like the show without Cavill. The pressure that Liam is under must be overwhelming for any actor. Not only does he have to perform well in the show, but he also has to change the minds of a majority of the fandom. He has to win everyone's trust by playing Geralt in a way that everybody had been used to and has grown to love. The actor has talked about his upcoming role, stating that he is a fan of The Witcher and is excited to be taking on the role. This may be reassuring for some people, knowing that he is truly looking forward to the next season just as much as we are. Fans will stay suspicious for quite some time since we can't really tell if this replacement has been successful. The only way to tell is to wait for the next season, but we truly believe that Hemsworth will pull through. We don't know if the show makers will shift the direction of the show to make this transition smoother, but they have ideas brewing in their heads. Eventually, they'll come up with something that makes Liam the new superstar of the show in everybody's eyes. And that's a wrap, folks. How do you think this actor transition would go? Tell us in the comments below. And as always, make sure to click that like button and subscribe to our channel so you never miss out on more content on past celebrity experiences. See you in the next one.